So I don't think Todd's worried about Kandi being fair. I feel like he wants to pound his chest a little bit because he's read the jokes.
We break up and now I gotta take care of that anyway.
Right, and that's why
So,
to me,
does that make
I would
sense?
think it would make more sense to say, hey, well, if we ever break up, we would
Sell the house.
We would sell this house,
Put you in
and you would
something
stay in something
you could afford.
Not put you in the hood and that, especially if we got kids together.
Right.
But maybe it wouldn't be this house.
Todd Tucker seems to be the one person Kandi still cannot escape from. Now, he appears to be joining forces with her longtime rival, Tamar Braxton, and the situation is getting even more dramatic. Since their divorce was finalized, Kandi has continued to give the impression that she and Todd are still family and that there is no major conflict between them. However, Todd's recent actions suggest that things may be much more complicated behind the scenes. Todd has reportedly been talking about Kandi's businesses and personal matters while also supporting Tamar as she calls Kandi out. Some of this tension appears to be connected to the divorce settlement, with Todd allegedly feeling that he did not receive what he believed he deserved. Kandi, however, reportedly came out of the divorce in a strong financial position. She's been rumored to have a fortune of around $30 million to $40 million. From the way Todd has been reacting, it seems the financial outcome may have left him frustrated. Now, his decision to side with Tamar has made the situation even more intense. What started as a private divorce dispute is turning into a very public battle, with old tensions, business issues, and personal disagreements all coming to the surface.
But for the most part, even if we argue, we still, try to be nice to each other.
You're co-parenting.
Yeah, we're
yes.
co-parents. And last night we went to my son's basketball game. So we were there sitting right next to each other. I'm sure people was like,
Right.
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 But I feel like once we're done with this, I really feel that we'll be able to be great co-parents. Because
Good.
our ultimate goal is
That's
to
the
make
most
sure
important.
that all of our kids are happy and that they don't feel the blunt of
Yes.
our drama.
Neither of them was required to pay child support or alimony as part of the divorce settlement. However, Kandi was ordered to pay Todd $426,388. She had to pay $250,000 upfront, while the remaining amount would be paid in installments. The couple also divided their 10 cars equally between them. When it came to their children, they agreed to share both legal and physical custody. Their real estate properties were also divided, and it appears they decided to sell their food truck and split whatever money came from the sale. But this is where the situation became much more complicated, especially for Todd. There had been claims that Kandi did not really need the Real Housewives of Atlanta because she was already a multimillionaire. However, reports now suggest that she was making around $22,000 a month, which works out to roughly $260,000 a year. After taxes and other deductions, her take-home income could be closer to $170,000. That is still a respectable amount of money, but compared with the lifestyle people may expect from someone described as a multimillionaire, it raises questions. It also makes people wonder whether this could explain why Kandi continues to take on so many different businesses, projects, and opportunities. Perhaps she knows that relying on one source of income is risky, especially when circumstances can change quickly. For Todd, these financial details appear to have made an already difficult situation even more frustrating.
Mother's gross monthly income is approximately $22,083.33. The defendant's gross monthly income is approximately $22,083.33. So according to Kandi and Todd and their attorneys and what they want y'all to know, they both make the same amount of money. Okay, so y'all can quit calling Todd a deadbeat. They both make the same amount of money.
So people can stop calling Todd a deadbeat. According to the claims being discussed, both Todd and Kandi reportedly make a similar amount of money, although the situation is more complicated than it looks on paper. Sources close to the couple suggest that the divorce settlement may not show the full picture of their finances or how their businesses are structured. On paper, Kandi reportedly earns around $260,000 a year. However, when someone owns several businesses, their personal salary does not always show how much money they actually control or earn through those companies. Business owners can decide how much they pay themselves while keeping other income inside their companies for expenses, investments, or business operations. Kandi has been connected to different ventures over the years, including music, publishing, endorsements, television work, and other entertainment projects. It is possible that separate companies handle different parts of those activities. There have also been claims that some assets could be connected to Mama Joyce or other family arrangements. If certain property or business interests are legally owned by someone else, Todd would not automatically have access to them simply because he was married to Kandi. This is one reason the public numbers may not tell the entire story. Things reportedly became even more complicated when it came to the businesses Todd and Kandi built together. Some of their restaurant ventures, including Old Lady Gang, struggled and eventually closed. However, their work in television, film, and theater production was a different story. The couple operated separate production companies, including Kandi's production banner and Todd Tucker's production company, and worked together on major entertainment projects. One of their biggest successes was The Wiz, which became a major Broadway production, while they were also involved with projects such as The Piano Lesson and Thoughts of a Colored Man. Although Todd and Kandi were considered equal partners in these ventures, they reportedly had different responsibilities. Todd was more involved with creative development, writing, and overall vision, while Kandi focused heavily on branding, distribution, and financial matters. This division of responsibilities is where the situation allegedly became tense. Reports claim that Todd was comfortable being viewed as the creative person behind their projects, while Kandi paid close attention to the business side. Whenever revenue came in, expenses such as equipment, licensing, staff, production costs, and other overhead could reduce the amount shown as profit. As a result, the money generated by their businesses may not have translated directly into personal income for either of them. That is why simply looking at a reported salary may not give a complete picture of what either person was worth or how much money was moving through their companies. The divorce appears to involve far more than two salaries, with business ownership, investments, production deals, and financial arrangements all playing a role.
Insiders claim the financial spouse filed when the timing was perfect, right after the books were organized, the debts were documented, and any marital profits have been carefully minimized by perfectly legal, perfectly boring accounting management. If the rumors are true, the creative partner didn't lose a spouse. They lost a financial war they didn't even know they were fighting.
The accountants reportedly worked mainly for Kandi and answered directly to her. Because of that, Todd may have only seen the financial numbers that were presented to him without having a full understanding of how the money was actually moving behind the scenes. In other words, he may have been dealing with a financial situation without even realizing the full extent of what was happening. According to the claims, Todd only discovered more about the situation after the divorce was already finalized. During the divorce process, Kandi reportedly kept things calm and friendly, which may have made Todd less likely to challenge the paperwork or look deeper into the financial documents. Now that the divorce is over, and the two are unlikely to work together on the same projects in the future, Todd has reportedly started going through everything more carefully. The situation is said to have left Todd extremely upset. He reportedly believes he was treated unfairly and has been expressing his frustration behind the scenes. There are also claims that he has accused Kandi and Mama Joyce of taking advantage of him and doing him wrong. On top of all this, the ongoing drama involving Tamar Braxton has added even more tension. Tamar has publicly described Kandi as a mean girl and has spoken about their difficult relationship. While Kandi has not handled the situation in exactly the same way online, there have been claims that she tried to have Tamar removed from certain Atlanta projects and warned others about working with her. All of these issues have now created a much bigger conflict between the people involved.
You the one who sings so beautifully, but don't nobody give a fuck about it, because the only reason you ever get airtime lately is when you're talking about me or you're talking about somebody else. You're doing something negative. And if that's what you want to be known for is negative bullshit, keep doing what you're doing. Other than that, I would suggest learn how to be a lady. Learn how to carry yourself in public. Learn how to carry yourself on the internet. And learn how to handle your business without being known for drama.
Allegedly, Todd is siding with Tamar on this situation, especially when it comes to the way Kandi is said to handle conflict behind the scenes. The claim is that Kandi can throw shade, hold a grudge, and even get revenge without making it obvious that she was involved. Tamar has made similar accusations before, and because she has cried wolf so many times, some people may have a hard time believing her now. However, Todd has apparently seen things for himself, and that has caused him to understand why Tamar has been talking about this for so long. Todd is reportedly supporting Tamar this time, and he believes Kandi may eventually have to face the consequences of her actions. Kandi already knew that she was unhappy in the marriage and wanted a divorce. Looking at her history, though, she is also someone who can hold on to anger for a very long time. It reportedly took nearly 2 decades for her to forgive the Scott sisters, which shows how seriously she can take personal conflicts. At the same time, Kandi is known for being strategic. Even when she is upset, she seems to think carefully about how she handles a situation. Rather than confronting someone directly, the allegation is that she may make calculated moves behind the scenes while making sure there is little evidence connecting her to them. In this situation, everything appeared to be carefully planned. Even if Todd went back to court, it would be difficult to reverse the divorce or undo financial decisions that had already been made. The transactions involving their accounts could potentially be explained as legal financial arrangements. Still, many people do not feel sorry for Todd. Based on videos and moments from their marriage, viewers have often felt that Todd was very focused on the money and the financial opportunities that came with being married to Kandi. Because of that, some fans believe there was nothing wrong with Kandi protecting herself and making sure her own assets were secure. Some supporters even praised Kandi for being smart with her finances. They felt that she refused to let anyone take advantage of her and chose to protect herself instead. To them, this was a case of playing chess instead of checkers. They were also happy to see a successful Black woman taking control of her financial future instead of leaving everything to chance. That may also explain why some people believe Kandi allowed certain restaurants to close rather than continuing to carry financial responsibilities that no longer made sense. What do you think about the situation? Do you believe Kandi was simply protecting herself, or did she go too far? Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.